Assalamualaikum, welcome to Farm and Form, and today we will learn about endpoint determination of wet granulation. So first of all, what is the endpoint of wet granulation? Endpoint of wet granulation is the point where we have the assurity that we have completely converted our fine powders into granules and there is no overwetting or underwetting and there is no fine powders in our wet mass, mean we have a good quality of wet granules, and this stage is known as endpoint determination of wet granulation. So the main question is that why we find out endpoint? What is the importance of endpoint determination? The importance of endpoint determination is very high in tablet manufacturing when we are using the wet granulation method. This endpoint determination give us assurance that we always have a good quality of granules, and we use endpoint determination method to validate our wet granulation process or kneading stage. Endpoint determination method is also used to ensure the same quality of granules in all batches, and it is also used to prevent the overwetting and underwetting of granules. So next question is that which methods are used for endpoint determination? If you have not subscribed my channel, first of all press the subscribe button. You can also visit my website farmandform.com to read more interesting articles. So to determine the endpoint of wet granulation, we can use different methods, but most commonly used methods are the hand squeeze method or banana technique, power consumption method, torque value method, and near infrared sensor method. And next one is the acoustic emission method. So we will discuss one by one all methods in detail. What is the hand squeeze method or banana technique? Hand squeeze method or banana technique is the oldest method, and it is a physical method to determine the endpoint determination. This method is mainly dependent on the operator skills and experience. So what is the banana technique or what is the endpoint determination by hand squeeze method? In banana technique or hand squeeze method, we take some quantity of wet mass in our hand and press it, and then we break down the lumps and check that there should be no fine powder in our wet mass. So if there is no fine powder or there is no binder entrapment in our wet mass and binder is evenly distributed and all the fine powders are converted into granules, then it is considered that endpoint of wet granulation is achieved. In hand squeeze method or banana technique, basically we control two factors. One is the binder addition rate and other one is the kneading time. Mean we apply the binder at a specific rate and we note down the kneading process for a specific time, and then after specified time intervals we perform the banana technique activity, and if we find out that fine powder is still present in the wet mass, then we increase the kneading time. So a stage is reached where all the fine powder is converted into granules, and we note down this kneading time and binder addition rate, and then we validate these times for the next time activity and get the same quality of the granules. The next method is the power consumption method. In power consumption method, most advanced types of the RMG are equipped with the display of the power of motor on the HMI. So the power consumption is associated with the granules growth, mean the power of motor is displayed in the value of ampere on the HMI. when the load is increased, the value of current is also increased on the HMI. And when we are assured that our all the powder is converted into the wet mass and granules are of good quality, we note down the power value on the HMI, and then we validate our method against this power consumption values. And all the times when this power value is achieved, we are assured that our wet mass is of good quality and our granules are formed. Next method is the torque value method. In torque value method, in the same way, most of the RMG with advanced technology are equipped to display the torque value on the HMI. The torque on the impeller blade is displayed on the HMI of RMG, and when we are assured that our granulation is achieved, then this torque value is noted down and we validate our batches against these torque values. Next is the near infrared sensors. In near infrared sensor, we have installed the near infrared sensor in RMG, which indicate the moisture content and also define the distribution of wet binder. Next one is the acoustic emission sensor method. In acoustic emission method, we have the piezoelectric emission sensors installed, which basically detect changes during the granulation process. These changes are like particle size, flow properties, compression of the particles, and powder rheology. So by using these conventional and advanced type of techniques, we can easily determine the endpoint of wet granulation. If you have any confusion, you can ask in the comment box. You can learn all about the wet granulation from the playlist. Link is provided in the description. Share this video to others, subscribe my channel, and till the next video, Allah Hafiz.